This is inside Burnaby Schools for Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, showcasing students' artistic talents. Inspiring and beautiful art by students with diverse abilities and disabilities is on display in a professionally installed gallery exhibition. Building a Better Tomorrow through art was initiated by a teacher at Burnaby North Secondary. The work of Mosscrop and Caribou Hill Secondary students is also featured in the second annual Cross-District Showcase. The Burnaby Art Gallery is spotlighting the talents of students in two public exhibitions: Magnitude of Enclosures, featuring the art of grade 11 and 12 students who are part of an apprenticeship program with the gallery, and the Arts Alive Out of This World exhibition highlights the creations of elementary students from 15 schools. There were incredible performances at the Burnaby Festival of Dance. A tradition since 1980, the festival brings together students of all ages. The Festival of Beginning Bands returned for the first time since the pandemic. More than 1,000 grade 7s played at host schools Inman, Nelson, and Gilmore. Several schools took part in Music Monday, which included a district choral night. Students' live theater performances have delighted audience as well, such as The Lion King Jr. by Confederation Park, and these plays at Westridge and Caribou Hill.
Community relationships create opportunities. We are a proud partner of the Burnaby Festival of Learning. During the week-long series of community events, Indigenous youth and their families were invited to Burnaby Central Secondary. They took part in a hands-on drum-making workshop led by Elder Alroy Baker. Seniors were welcomed back into the building at 2nd Street Community School for the 51st Annual Seniors Tea. Smiles were especially wide this year as the event that provides connection across generations had been on hiatus since the pandemic started. Each year, the district partners with the City of Burnaby and others to offer free early learning events for children under 5 years old and their families. More than 600 people attended one of the 3 Play to Learn events to hear about resources, connect, and enjoy entertainment. Partnerships also give students exposure to options after high school. More than 30 youth were part of a program for Black students hosted by the University of British Columbia. The UBC Black Futures program included tours, mentorship, and more, all to ignite post-secondary horizons. A group of 16 youth were selected from a pool of applicants to participate in the Youth Outreach Academy put on by the Burnaby Fire Department. Students learned about firefighters' day-to-day responsibilities, did training exercises, and earned their first aid and CPR certificates. The Burnaby RCMP's youth section held its first ever Youth Academy. 24 grade 11 and 12 students who expressed an interest in law enforcement had the chance to learn about policing, law, and what to expect if they pursue a career in law enforcement.
Students honored for excellence. Students from Burnaby North and Mosscrop brought home bronze at the Canada-wide Science Fair. A record number of children below age 13 were Youth Citizenship Award winners. Recognized by the City of Burnaby for their work at school and in the community, all but one are students in the district, including the Youth Week logo contest winner from Burnaby North. A Burnaby South student in the Cisco Networking Academy program of choice took home bronze for Team BC after competing at the Skills Canada Nationals. Let's take a look at the winning moment.
Bronze, Benjamin Halco, British Columbia. Silver, Edison Zhang, Ontario. Gold, Elwood Innes, Manitoba.
Students from Alpha, Brantford, Burnaby South, Capitol Hill, Caribou Hill, Marlborough, and Mosscrop were awarded for their French language public speaking skills. Collectively, they earned 12 medals at the Provincial Concours d'Art Oratoire.
Centering Indigenous voices and showing solidarity. Red dresses hung along a walking route of Burnaby Mountain Secondary, marking the National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, and Two-Spirit People. Juanita Desjardins, a committee member for the Women's Memorial March, shared some words to begin the walk. Some classes also took part in the Red Thread project. These opportunities to reflect and learn are at Burnaby North and South. Additionally, Moose Hide Day, a campaign to end violence against women and children, was observed. Student voices were at the center of a district-wide secondary Indigenous youth gathering. The day included guidance from Elder Elroy Baker and Elder Dr. Roberto Price, community building, gathering students' feedback, as well as honoring identity through art and song. Students at Gilmore Community School are among those who have created personal land acknowledgements recognizing Coast Salish people and their unceded territory. At Alpha Secondary, the drama studio now has a student-created land acknowledgement in a permanent place of prominence.
Learning during recognition dates. Several schools focused on wellness during Mental Health Week. Caribou Hill began with yoga. Later, students enjoyed the calming effects of connecting with animals. The Mental Health Club at Mosscrop put together their self-care kits. Additionally, May is Asian Heritage Month, with students at Rosser Elementary marking it by researching prominent Asian Canadians. Research topics at Maywood Community School covered everything from famous people to the history of ramen. May is also Jewish Heritage Month, and nearly 90 students had a chance to engage and ask questions in a session at Burnaby Mountain that focused on multicultural perspectives. Earlier this month, the Pride flag was raised at the District Administration Office, as well as several schools such as Brantford, all in recognition of the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia, or IDAHAT. For the first time since the pandemic began, the annual IDAHAT breakfast was back on in person. Students from across the district had the opportunity for connection and to hear from keynote speakers. In recognition of IDAHAT, the Pride Club at Brentwood Elementary made one-of-a-kind stickers for their school community. Over at Burnaby Central, students and staff focused on celebrating diversity within the school community, which boasts 61 languages and 73 countries represented. Cultural Appreciation Week ended with a joyful show focused on culturally significant clothing. Let's take a look.
وقت غروب الشمس واقف على البحر بعيد عمال بحكيله واشكيله واشرح واعيد فجأة لقيتها وكنت فاكرها وسط البحر خارجة من المية وطلتها أقوى من السحر لما شفتها قلبي دق دقات والطبلة دخلت لعبت جوا دماغي حاجات لما الرق دخل قلبي رق وحنيت طب هعمل ايه رحت أنا غنيت امتى الحب طار قلبي ولا في الخيال عودك دفني موال يا عيني يا سيدي على الأيام لما تهادي قلوبنا غرام فجأة يهون كل اللي في بالي
And that's Inside Burnaby Schools for May 30th, 2023.